I'd like to start by thanking my family for coming all the way from Ilkeston.
Woo!
If you've not heard of Ilkeston, it's quite a small town in the East Midlands. So we tend to all it's quite a closed town, people don't tend to move from there, so we tend to all share the same surname. Fortunately for me, being ginger really draws attention away from my webbed feet. So I'm not always nailed to being ginger, unfortunately. I went through an emo phase, and I just wore all black. Didn't quite think to dye my hair, so every time I left the house I looked like I was heading to a fancy dress party with a Duracell battery. One of the favourite hobbies of the people of Ilkeston is stealing pint glasses from the local pubs. Security, I would advise a bag check on the way out. So I think we're from quite a small town. I've always wanted to do a bit of travelling, and a few years ago I went to New Zealand. One of my friends was getting married over there. It's amazing how far I'll go for a free 3-course dinner. Imagine my disappointment when I got there and realised it was just a reception. So once I was over there, I thought I'd do something really exciting, get the adrenaline going. I was choosing between white water rafting and skydiving. Unfortunately, my travel insurance didn't cover extreme sports or activities, so I opted for skydiving. Hopefully, if that goes wrong, insurance probably won't be a problem. Unfortunately, I did have to cancel because I got COVID, and we were still taking it quite seriously over there. We did have to isolate. Fortunately, they were still giving out free COVID tests, even though the UK had started charging for them. Now, obviously, in these kind of situations, there's obviously a socially acceptable number that you should take. So as I was putting the 10th case into my bag, I was thinking, gosh, this is what my aunt must feel like when the local boozers restock their glasses. Earlier this year, I went on my big gay holiday, or as my mates called it, a holiday. It wasn't all-inclusive, so by the time I was 6 courses in, unfortunately I looked like I was coming down with a really serious case of pregnancy. Naturally, I had 2 glasses of Prosecco in my hand at any given time. I didn't half get some funny looks. Probably didn't help that I was on holiday with 6 blokes. They just got it, there was a bit of a delay there. But yeah, I do like hanging around with blokes actually. I think they handle things a bit differently. A few years ago I went through a breakup, and obviously I got the girls around me, and girls are really supportive, aren't they? They say things like, you're a queen, you deserve better, you loved him, you couldn't have possibly known. Guys are a little bit more direct though, aren't they? I told them the same story, their response, oh, so all the red flags were there and you just decided to turn them into a nice little scarf. Thanks guys. So a while after my boyfriend had moved out, I was starting to think that the house was feeling a little bit empty, just wanted a bit of extra company. So I decided to take in a rescue. Now I know some people are a bit wary about rescues, you don't know their past, how they're going to settle into a new environment. I've been really fortunate actually. When I came, fully house trained, really low maintenance, loves a cuddle. He's also a fantastic cook, and he walks my dog every day. It's a good choice. But no, I did also adopt a stray dog. When you go to the rescues, they don't half know how to pull on the heartstrings, do they? They show you the photos and they look really sad. Obviously, someone me coming a mile off. But I take her in. What they didn't tell me is that I'd actually adopted a hairy Houdini. So I come home, she's somehow figured out how to open doors. The carpet's been ripped up, the doorbell's been pulled out. I come home and she just looks at me with these lovely little googly eyes and rolls on her back. Before I know it, I'm rubbing her belly and telling her she's a good girl. Fortunately, my boyfriend is fantastic with our dog. He gets up with her every morning so I can have a lie-in. Mostly out of necessity, because I can sleep through pretty much anything. Except for a fire alarm once, he told me about it the next day. I said, you didn't wake me up, there could have been a fire. He said, I thought about it, but I wake up and I fancied my chances with the fire instead. Smart man. So, we have been friends for years before we started dating, so our relationship's built on some really solid foundations of taking the piss out of each other all the time. Just the other day, so he's 7 years older than me, and we were watching TV and an ad came up. It said, special offer for over 60s. I said, hey, you should go there, you could get a hot drink and a soup for £1. Without skipping a beat, he said, that sounds great, I'll take you through and book in some crayons so you don't get bored. Anyway, it must thought I was upset by that because the next day I went to the pub and nicked me a lovely Captain's Morgan's glass. Thank you, everybody.